Okay, we're back again, and there we go. Now, once again, as a reminder, we've never had a failure raising capital. Again, product launches have not been our main direction, but the principles are the same, exactly the same. We did the same thing in raising capital. We took people out to lunch or dinner, and sometimes we got them liquored up. Well, they drank, they enjoyed it, they drank what they wanted.
They had a good time.
And that's the idea. They were in a good mood, they had a good time, and then they were more open to being marketed to or being pitched or being sold. It's not a cram the product down people's throats. The internet, so much of it was based on free, 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 free. What happened is corporate America, which is constantly under pressure to sell, 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 their approach right off the bat is buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. Well, that makes you just like everybody else. Our suggestion is, no matter who you go with, give first. Give first. Give your market something of value out of that loan modification. Either give them something that tells them how to best work with a broker, tell how to work with an attorney, how to prepare themselves mentally for the process of loan modification, how to overcome the embarrassment of not being able to pay their mortgage, perhaps, how to prepare them for the implications on their credit, because a loan modification is not a positive credit move. So there are things that can be done that you can share that can help people, and you should. Give first. Also, I will tell you that even the long-form marketing approach, long form, where it's like a long web page that talks, and you finally mesmerize people into buying your product, is not the best approach anymore. The best approach is to become a friend to the market, become an expert to the market, bring the market to a significant day and event where you're going to launch your product because, gosh, we've been sharing this stuff and so many people want to know this that we've decided to release a product that will explain this to the marketplace. I want to give you some numbers. First of all, I already told you our numbers. I've told you some. For a little real estate company, we raised $250,000 within about 3 months' time, and that was with just meetings, just a few meetings. We raised, as I mentioned, the $6.5 million for a pizza company, $1.5 million, $1.6 million actually when they were private, $5 million when they were public. Total time over the course of 7 months, total time period in meetings would probably not be more than 48 hours of actual time that was spent in the money raise. There we had, I keep this in my pocket, we raised $1 million of it over a 2-week span of time, and we raised $1.3 million in a week. As a matter of fact, we raised $1 million in 3 days, and then another 300,000 plus in another 3 days. We understand the process and the principle of getting people to come up with money relatively quickly. This is even better, and it's gone beyond that with the web. This is using the web just as backup. Now we're using the web as the primary. To give you an idea of people in this same product launch field that we're working with now through Lee Schwuko, one product was the Serializer 1 and 2. It was just an internet marketing information product, similar to what you have, an information product. 1 million in orders was done in 54 minutes. The Annihilation Method was an information product of how to pick up women. Not our concept, not our idea. However, same approach, 1.4 million was done in 4 hours. Stomper, and that was the Annihilation Method. StomperNet, which was another company, how to market things on the internet. 18.3 million was done within a 24-hour period. Pipeline Profits, 3.1 million was done within a 24-hour period, for a total of $23.8 million in product launches, all information products, basically in a total time period of 24 hours. This is the process that we're talking about. All of it was done with a buildup in the marketplace of approximately 3 to 4 weeks of build-up to a product launch, what you do is you produce a feeding frenzy of people that through email we grab. And the way to do that, and I'll just tell you some of the things we'll give you, again, as we said, there are sites that are competition to yours. You can go to those sites and you can find out what keywords people are using to get there, and you can position yourself to be right there alongside of them. You can find out where their people are coming from, and then from forums and news groups, you can market to those people and position yourself as an expert. This takes a little time and a little expertise. We're more than willing to help you do that. If you choose not, because of your association with Mike, if you choose not to have us do the project for you, we're more than willing to help you, because you know Mike Bongiovanni, who has been a friend, a mentor of sorts in the public company field, and just a wonderful guy to associate with. And we're Christians, and he is too, and so that means something to us. I don't know if that means anything to you, but that's your privilege either way. At any rate, we're willing to help because you know Mike. But these are things that you should do. Position yourself, but position it to be sort of a massive group of people know about you, but you don't let them buy it. You make them wait, you make them wait. You keep giving a little bit, giving a little bit, giving a little bit, like breadcrumbs to a bird, and then all at once you launch a product. And as you launch the product, you launch it in scarcity. Now, I'm going to give you 3 scenarios where I think this product could be within a time frame. The first time frame is it's going to take you about $25,000 up front, and I believe that in about 4 weeks we could launch a product that would produce, in 2 weeks after that, $500,000 in sales. The next scenario would be $1 million, and that would take, again, 3 to 4 weeks to build up to the launch, and about 4 weeks of after launch, and that would produce $1 million in sales, and that would take you about $50,000, in cash up front to work with, to be able to set that properly, structure it properly, have everything in place, including you have to have several merchant accounts. The software has to work perfectly, and these are all things that we would provide and work with you on. The merchant accounts you, of course, have to do, but we can just walk you through the process. And that's for $1 million. And I think $2 million in sales could happen. This, quite honestly, it could be $100,000, but you'd better budget for a couple $100,000 in upfront costs, about $100 initially, and then another $100 after about 4 weeks in build-up. It's still about the same time in build-up. It just might take about 60 days of working the market to get that full $2 million. So that could be a total of a 90-day process for $2 million. It'll cost you a couple $100,000 prior to that. And, we're out of time again. Well, you can contact us through Mike Bongiovanni. Thank you very much, Garland E. Harris and Evelyn Harris.
Yes, and I trust this helps you.
Yep.
How far did we go?